Angelica and welcome to my channel. So in today's video I want to try the new technique which is all over the internet at the moment. Instagram, Pinterest, lots of photos, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I'm talking about the painting technique with using acrylic paint and baking soda. Baking soda combined with acrylic paint creates like a rough, organic, ceramic look into the vases. So this technique is super easy and you don't need a lot of things. Basically you need baking soda, paints of your favorite colors, and old vases which you want to change the look of. I absolutely love the effect the baking soda creates. I haven't tried this technique yet, so that would be my first time with you. I just want to see if this technique creates different effects on different materials or will be the same at the end. I don't know, as I said, that will be my first time. I'm super excited. The vases I got, they mostly from carboot, say, or charity shops, and at the moment I'm not really happy with the look of them, so super excited to change it. So at first I will take you to my workspace and I'll show you what colors of paint I chosen and what kind of vases I found, and then we can start painting. So for this project you don't really need many items. That's literally everything what I'm gonna use. Maybe let's start with the paints. Obviously, yeah, I got different colors. That's the thing I'm gonna go for. They more like autumn kind of colors, if you know what I mean, more brownish yellow colors. Then I got few brushes, just different sizes. And then of course the baking soda. My baking soda was in like a sachet, so I just moved everything to one jar. And then obviously selection of vases, any dishes you want to paint. So I got these two like candle holders, and they were from Poundland, but they were on a reduced, so 50p each. So they kind of like a metal, so we see how this technique's gonna work on metal. Then I got just simple jar, kind of like a little vase, and this one was from charity shop. And then again charity shop, find it's like a milk jug, I would say. And it's already white, so the same. I just want to see if there will be any difference using this technique on already painted white or like a transparent vases. Yeah, there is another one, bigger one, transparent vase, like a vase flower pot, quite big size, and the same charity shop. And this one I think is my favorite one. It's got actually a little bit of pattern on it which you can feel, so yeah, same. I'm excited to find out how this technique is gonna work on that. And the wooden bit, what I like the most about, I'm just gonna leave it how it is, so I'm gonna paint the top and leave it the wooden part. Then of course I need some containers, plastic containers to mix my paint in, something for mixing the paints together, and I put some carboot just to secure my surface. So the first pottery I'm gonna use is actually this transparent glass vase, and I think the color I'm going for is gonna be the tan color. So what I have to do is basically put enough paint to my pot. If you're using one color, it's not a problem, you can always make more of this paint. But remember, when you're mixing, like for example, if you're gonna mix two different colors, make sure you make enough amount of the paint to cover whole of the vase, because sometimes you just don't remember the proportions you used, and it will be hard to match the color. So I'm gonna put quite a bit. Let's start for the amount of paint. I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon of baking soda. It looks quite a lot. And now I'm just gonna stir it. Okay, as you can see, I stir it together. It creates kind of paste, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's enough of the baking soda, so I'm just gonna add another teaspoon. Okay, I think that will be enough. As you can see, it's not very runny, it's more like a paste. So I'm going to use quite white brush because the vase is thick. And let's start with applying the paint on the vase. So what I'm doing is actually I'm taking quite a bit of this paint and applying it on the vase. Don't press too hard because it's just gonna move it over, just kind of more like a tapping. And I can see now, I think I will need another layer, even if this one is quite thick. You can still see a little bit through, and of course if I add more on the spots, it's just going to move it, make it even worse. So I'm just gonna create one layer, let it dry, and then put another layer of the paint. As you can see, I just created exactly amount of paint I needed for this vase, for the first layer. So now I'm just gonna let it to fully dry. And the next pottery I'm going for is I'm gonna try this technique on this ceramic jug. And I think for this one I will go with like a brownish color. Yeah, what if I add a little bit of white just to brighten it up? You have to experiment a little bit. But that's what's beautiful about it, because you can create the colors you want on the vases you want. You're basically creating like a unique pieces. I don't actually know if there is any rule of kind of percentage amount of paint and baking soda you have to use. I think it just depends how thick you want it. Just let's apply that. I try to put a bit more of this paint slowly, so hopefully I won't have to put one more layer. Because I got some paint left, I decided to paint a little bit inside of this jug as well, so the white doesn't stand out so much. And later on, even if I put some flowers in it, it will cover the rest of the white. At least all the edges and the tiny bit inside is painted as well. Yeah, I think with this one, the one layer, it will be enough. And I don't know if it was because of the darker paint or it was because of the ceramic, not a glass. that was actually already white underneath. And with this one the same, I'm just gonna put it on the side and let it fully dry. And now I'm going with my favorite pieces. To keep the contrast between the top part and the wooden, I think I'm gonna paint it with sand color. As you can see, this one, it doesn't cover very well. It looks like this paint also doesn't want to stay on it. I probably should use some tape around this part for easier and better finish, but oh well, too late now. Well, that was my favorite piece of pottery, but the result so far is the worst. I hope the second layer will help it, but as you can see, it's just spread this baking powder like not very evenly, if you mean. Maybe I just leave it, let it dry, and then apply another layer. Okay, then I will do the same with this jar. With the metal candle holders, I think I will go for the sand color again. I really like it. With the candle holders, I want to put them on the dining table, which is kind of dark brown. So I think the sand color will look really nice on it. And let's see how the baking paint is gonna work on metal. Yeah, you can see it covers quite well. For sure I will need another layer just because the metal underneath is a dark color, but I think it looks very good. Okay, so all of my vases are painted. I'm gonna leave them probably for over the night to let it fully dry. As you can see, probably these two, the darker colors, they won't need a second layer. Of course, we see once they get dry, they might look different, but for now, I'm saying they don't need another layer. When this one, of course, you see, it's, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's just like the paint, they do want to stick on it, so yeah, let it dry and we'll see. And the same with the candle holders. You can see I was painting myself as well, so the ceramic look on my fingers. I just leave them here and I will see you next day. Okay, so it's another day, so let's check how the vases turn out. Maybe start with the ones I think they don't need more paint on them. You can see this one is really nicely covered. I just left the bottom. If it's on the table you can't see it anyway, so I just left it without the paint, and the rest is lovely texture, fully covered. Yeah, nice color, really happy with this one. So this one can go on the side. And then is this weird color. As you can see, the paints, once they dry out, the color is actually different, and I quite like it. It's like a dark sand color. And the same with this one, because I put quite a big layer of the paint, I don't need to do the second layer. I think it's nicely covered. And then I got the milk jar. I think it's still a little bit wet. as you can see the darker spots, I believe that it's where the paint is still wet. And with this one as well, I think one layer of paint is absolutely enough. So what I've got left to paint is these two candle holders, and the same with this one. I will see if it will cover a bit better. I don't know, you see all the kind of leaks. I don't know if it was because I washed this vase and it was still wet, so the paint didn't stick to it. I don't know. Hopefully it will look better now. So actually for both these items I use the same sand color paint, so that's helpful. I just make bigger amount to cover all of the three items, and then I will show you the final result of all of these items. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you're gonna try this technique yourself. I absolutely love the final effect of it. I might even go to more charity shop and carboots to find different vases or glasses. I know sometimes you find really nice shape of vases, of jars, whatever, but just the color is wrong. So I think this technique is perfect. You can just match the rest of your home decor any color you prefer. As I said before, I went for more like an autumn neutral colors, but yeah, you basically can choose whichever color you like. And next time, if you find some amazing piece of pottery which you're not really happy with the color, you can use this technique and change the look of it. Please let me know in comments down below if you already use this technique or are you going to do it. I think this kind of decoration, it will go with any style of your interior. It can be minimalist, still boho, glamour. I think this kind of pottery will go well with any style. Please click the like button if you enjoyed this video and this technique. Also, please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in topics like that. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you much for watching and I'll see you next time.